There we go. Happy Friday, everybody. Levels. We are in for it today. Big day. Back at the studio. I was doing a little bit of research before we began. We're going to work together on this one. Thank you to Doc for the tier 1 sub. It is an F1 weekend. I'm excited about that. Yeah, we're going to be building an LCK75. LCK stands for Lysol Clean Keyboard. It is a through-hole board. It is incredibly unlikely that we will finish this board today because the amount of work before I even get to switches is an incredible amount of work that I am completely unprepared for. I don't know what we could predict actually, but we can make some predictions. I mean, like, I know I'm not finishing it today. I cannot imagine it. Let me show you what we're working with. So this is the box. It's got a selection of parts. Those ones can go to the side for now. This is the PCB. So there's a selection of things that need to happen. One, there is no diodes on this board for switches. So we need to solder in a diode for every single switch. So you see these little boxes. They all require diodes for them to get the switches working. This is LCK75. It looks like a 1, but it's a 7, 75% keyboard. But the real tricky part is everything that's happening up in this top corner, which is like microchips and more diodes. This hasn't even got a USB port on it. We have to put the USB port on it. That's good. From Love Lady Allen. Good luck with LCK. It's funny. I like that. But the work that we're going to need to do, and also there is no build guide for this keyboard. All I have is some images from their Discord server for how to have things laid out. And yeah, so it's like a discipline board, it's like a barleycorn build, but it's got an OLED screen and a rotary encoder. It was a pretty cheap kit, and it looks cool. This looks very nice. Neo Ismaster, tier 1 sub, 7 months. Thank you so much. So, alright, we got a prediction running. Prediction with channel points. Will Mike finish soldering sand switches today? It's what I would like to do. Like, I'm not going to throw the vote. I would love to get all of this done and all of this done. It is not plateless. It's an acrylic. It's all acrylic. It's an acrylic plate. So the idea being that it goes on here like this. There is some foam, which I don't know where this is supposed to go. This foam, probably on the back. I don't know. I have yet to work out what this foam is for, frankly. There's going to be a bit of all of us working together today, I think. And I also have some hardware for the board itself and the rotary encoder. I guess I'm just going to go for a regular... Like, this looks like a pretty fixed plate when it comes to bottom row. And so... Where does this go? This foam, where does it go? Does it go on... Well, I guess it has to go on the bottom. Why would you put foam on the bottom? Is that going to make a difference to the keyboard at all? So ultimately, at the end, it's going to look like this. I didn't get the P3D case, I don't think. Oh, and I've also got this part. I forgot about this part. So I guess this is the bottom. So maybe the foam goes on like this. And then everything else sandwiches on top. We're gonna go with that. I forgot about that bottom part. And then there's also, this is just a clear piece of acrylic, which has got a cover on it right now, but you peel that off. That goes over this top part to protect the components. I'm probably going to go with a 6.25 spacebar. I think it only supports a 6.25, at least this plate that I've got. Because there's only 2 places for stabilizers, right? So, how does it do even? I don't know, maybe there's a way, but I'll work that out later on. I've got so much to do before I even start thinking about what my layout's going to be. So, I did realize one thing. So I have the I have that USB soldering iron. You know, like the cool USB soldering iron thing. Let me get my gear. And I don't have a plug socket available to me. Will it be powered enough through a regular USB? Oh, this is a USB-C. Huh. It is C to C. Okay. I'm having a slight issue with the amount of open plug sockets I have. It's like just bringing the PC in here kind of messed that all up. So I can make it work. Hold on. I ordered a new power strip and it arrived today at home, but I couldn't be bothered to bring it, and then that came back to bite me. But I've unplugged some things and done some rearranging. Oh god, there we go. Whew. It is fair to say that while I'm back in the studio is not even nearly complete. Okay. We have 2 additions to soldering from last time, which were gifts from Ian. So first is real leaded solder, which is probably for the best for this build. I would expect for speed and ease reasons. I just want to let you all know, for the sake of it, the change desk mat redemption today, you may not get it at the time that you request it for danger reasons. Just want to let you all know. I'm being real with you all, okay? If I've got a soldering iron at 400 degrees Celsius, I'm not fiddling around with that thing. So, you may have to wait a little bit today. I refuse to burn myself because we're changing desk mat. I will do it, but it might not be with the same expediency. Okay, so we have a lot of parts. So this is the OLED screen. Let me show you as well what I'm kind of... The only real information that I'm working off today is this Imgur page. Like, there's a bunch of things in here, and I just don't know what they are. Like... What is this? So this thing, I'm assuming maybe these go together somehow? But like... Do they? Oh, we've got a little bent pin here. Like, does this go in here? Okay, this is the chip carrier, which I solder on, and then this goes inside, right? Cool. So we're all working together today, by the way, in case you hadn't guessed. I'm not going to run ahead and do things without consulting the team. You're like my keyboard pit crew today. And then we just have an obscene amount of parts that I don't understand. Some things I get, but like, I don't really know what they all are, and I'll be using the imagery in that Imgur link to try and work out where they all go. And that's before we get onto the just truly obscene amount of diodes. Oh, this one's stuck inside of here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Whoa, no, no, no! Oh my god. I have quite a thick carpet in the studio, which is not the best for dropping. So you recommend I start with these? Because I have a lot of like... There are diodes everywhere. This is going to go back in the bag for now. Okay, we can do a bit of practice. We might not do all of them, right? We might just do some, so we can get back into the practice. I have here, this is another gift from Ian, which is my soldering fan, my extractor fan. So this will not murder me from the fumes generated by the solder that he gave me. It is a PC fan. Yeah, so I remember from before about diodes. Where are they? So on all of the PCBs, you have a line, and the black part at the bottom of the diode, you can kind of see here. So there's a black line at the bottom that lines up with the diode in the right direction. Just bending these is going to take forever. Does anyone have any tips for bending these diodes? I mean, like I did it before and I kind of just did it by eye mostly. Which is what I've immediately started doing again. If you've got something handy that is the thickness that the holes are apart. I mean, I wouldn't even know where to begin with that. Maybe... Incredible. The thickness of this tweezer. Look. What luck. Look at this. Now I can do it by hand too. I've always wondered what I could use this tweezer for. Now here we are. I like that. It's ASMR for the eyes. It's that, you know, like maybe you've seen this on Instagram. It's like a trend. What is it, like oddly satisfying or something? I'm starting on the middle here because there's nice gaps between the switches. I thought about starting on this top row, But you can see there's two right next to each other, and that doesn't feel like my expertise level for right now. I haven't soldered in like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, and after that, I've done it a few times. Next, then try putting the pliers next to the diode and bend the other side. I think I actually have some spare diodes somewhere if worst comes to worst. So is the best practice that I bend these before soldering them? Did I put a typo in the stream title? Of course I did. Of course I did. Where is it? Edit stream info. Edited. Thank you. Alright. I'm trying to do that well. Sorry, this isn't very appealing for the stream, but I'm poking the legs out. As Ian has called it, flaring the legs, which is a funny phrase. So now they stick out like this, so the diodes hold themselves in place better when it comes to soldering. So then you snip them afterwards. Okay. Oh, never mind. Don't want to do that. The PC's trying to do something with the fan, which is less than helpful. I have a USB port on the desk here. There we go. Darn it. I need a different USB-C cable. This one isn't really long enough. There we go. Something funny about using... Good idea to stretch. Thank you for the reminder. There we go. this is frustrating already. I really need the cable to be coming from the other direction. Well, just gonna have to live with it. Wow, leaded solder, man. This is what it's all about, but those fumes, blimey. Here we go. Oh my god, this is so much easier. Oh. Making a mess of the PCB though. Can look at that in a minute. Whew. I'm going to zoom in. I actually can do that now. The thing I couldn't do before. Although now you get to see my crimes up close. Be kind. Oh god, that was bad. All right. What is this because I burnt? Is why I like burnt the PCB a little bit? Is that why it goes yellow like that? I actually don't know. That's flux. Not super happy with the result. Like, look how much is on this one. That's too much coming through the other side. But that was the first one I did. It kind of gets a bit better as we go along the line here. Oh, you can clean it up? Great. Okay, let me just unplug the soldering iron a little for a bit while we burn some more diodes. Thank you, Kojax. I'm choosing to unplug today when I'm not in use because I don't like this cable just all over the place. Use alcohol to take it off before you let the board sit for too long. Alright, so here's a question. I have some like alcohol wipes. Would that be enough? Or is there something else, something specific that I need, which I don't have? Oh, I should snip these off. Yeah, let's go in the trash for now. I don't know if I have any isopropyl alcohol. I'll have a look, but I don't think I do have any. I don't think this is a thing in the solder I was using before. Camera gets upset when it doesn't see me. It's like a pet or something. So I'm going to do this line here. Colorful Shoes, tier 1 sub for 6 months. Thank you so much. 6 months in advance. Matt, I didn't know I had to recalculate the number. Was there an issue? Dear oh dear. I hope that I still got the screenshot that I took. Mac with the gifted sub, thank you. Oh yeah, all of my switches were input as modded switches anyway, so I'll have to look at that. So I did some more changes to the GMMK Pro. I put in it the silent boba tactile switches that I'd been using in my NK65, and now it's the keyboard that I have in the podcastle behind me, so it's now my keyboard that I use when I'm recording. And the combination of the acrylic plate and the silent switches is actually pretty good. I ordered some more of the silent switches to build a second recording keyboard now for when I'm at home. Because now the NK65 has some louder tactiles in it, so that doesn't work for when I'm recording at home, which I still might be doing once a week or so. So my soldering iron is this one. The TS80P Smart Soldering Iron. Huge Cortex fan, budding connected and upgrade fan. So excited when he started building. That's cool. Thank you so much. Currently bending out the legs on the back of these. I am a convert to leaded solder. Seems like my understanding is it is trickier to buy in the UK, but you can buy it from like hobby shops and stuff. Which I didn't know. Like I'd previously just been looking on Amazon, so in the future I will them fumes though. Turn on the air purifier too. Yeah, I knew it was like a health thing as to why it wasn't readily available. Arkangel and Robinson Hatton, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I realized I forgot to zoom. Again, I'll try and get better at remembering to do that. Ooh, there's some... This has got some real... Hi, Ronnie Astro. This has got some real botches, this one, huh? Some of those things there. Wheel. Little footballs. More time on the heat, less solder. Good tips, good tips. Yeah, I'm still adjusting to this new solder. It's definitely, it has very, very different properties to what I've been used to. Okay. So this is one row. All in the right direction. I think I want to work onto some of these component pieces now. I feel like we've gotten a bit of practice in. So where should we start with the components? Is there like a particular order? Should I just go in the order that's in the imager link, which I will repaste? Okay, so if you want to try and follow along with what on earth I'm going to be trying to attempt. USB-C connector? Alright, that's probably a good idea. I mean, that's how the imagery starts anyway, so. So this is the USB-C connector. Since some of those are tall and you have to flip the board for the diodes, which are very low to the board, you might want to finish them first. Good. That's a good point. That's a good point. Should we just do all the diodes? I've got to do them anyway. I'm going to do the diodes. Ian, that's good advice. I like that advice. Should I try the USB-C then? Alright, let's try the USB-C first and then we can move on to the diodes. Let's try and mix it up a little bit. So, okay. So it looks like this is the entire component. So I'm expecting it goes here where it's labeled USB. Do we go in this way? How on earth do I do this? What? It's not focusing. Like, so look, it just, what do I just, what am I doing? Piece of tape is a good idea. Do I have tape? Drag soldering. What does that mean? What does it mean? We're gonna watch a YouTube video.
This video will give a quick demonstration of...
I don't need the audio, thank you. That seems real tricky. Interesting. I don't really know what I'm going for here. Ow. Just poked myself. Oh, I just cut myself on something. Fun. So I don't have just flux, I just have the solder. Okay. So what, can I not do this then? There's no way to... Guess this is the kind of times when, like... it would have been good to have a build guide. Oh, okay, let me take a look. What is this? Discipline kit. Well, this is really annoying. It was unlikely I was going to finish it today anyway. I'm heading to Amazon. Do I want flux paste or flux pen? Okay. The Amazon app is not working. You know, you gotta swipe the Amazon app. Won't let me swipe. I hate the swipe buying thing. Petrus, thank you for the gifted sub. Yes, I saw the desk mat change. I just want you to know I hate you for that. feel like emotionally it was a bad time for me. I didn't think about disabling it, honestly. I've had this map for a while, but we couldn't use it before because the color really freaked out the old camera. DJ Empirical, 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. You're lightening my mood after the horrible deathmatch change experience. I think I'm just gonna do all of the diodes now. That's what we're gonna start with today. We're gonna get that done. I'm totally fine with you blaming keyboard purchases on me. We're not having fun, Sam. I don't have all of the ingredients, I'll say, that I need. Yeah, you're right though, Kate. It's like I'm not too upset about it because I was never expecting to finish this today. I was hoping though to get it to the point where I could actually check that it worked. That's the thing that bugs me, is I was hoping that I could at least get it to a point where I could see that the PC would recognize that there was a keyboard. But well, my question is, do you think that I have the skill to... Thank you for the stretch reminder. That I have the skill to do the very careful soldering. Mac, I am getting AirTags today. They haven't arrived yet. And I ordered an Apple TV today and an iPad for Adina. And I've done my level best to resist ordering an iMac because I want one so bad. Oh, they've arrived? Thank you, Adina. Oh, I had like a fun little thought earlier. Obviously this is impossible and there are a ton of issues around trying to do it. But how fun it would be that when your AirTags go out for delivery, you're able to track them as they're coming to you. Steven did order an iMac, he got the orange one. So the reason that I didn't order an iMac is I don't really need one, and you know the Macs that I need are probably the ones that are coming next. I think I have a place for that iMac, which would be for me to record one on, but ultimately I'd also want something powerful and more powerful for editing on. One of the reasons I've only even been thinking about considering it is I'm using an Intel Mac Mini to record and edit behind me, and I'm really noticing it struggle with Logic. It really doesn't like some of the larger editing projects that I do. But I have an iMac Pro, but it's at home. And I'm not planning on bringing it here for the time being. I'm waiting for the pandemic to be in the rear view before I move all of my gear here. Yeah, the colors would look great in Mega Studio. Did you check out the screenshot in the Cortex show notes of what the edit looks like? All those thousands of little pieces of audio, that Mac Mini is really struggling with them in a way that my MacBook Pro doesn't. So my M1 MacBook Pro moves those cuts around smoother than, it's honestly smoother than my iMac Pro. This conversation is not good for me because it's you're all tempting me to buy one. Hi, Sanskinative. If I was gonna get one, I would go with orange. Oh dear, hold on. Thank you, Ian. I was happy with how the Cortex came out. Alright, so what was the advice? More heat, less solder. Phew. Quality, scrub, heads. It does. It looks like they has intro. My favorite keyboard that I own is still my Rama U80. Clean the iron. Thank you, Video Junkie. Yeah, some people are getting their cars. Mine hasn't shipped yet, but I ordered pretty late. I expect they're shipping out in like, depending on when you ordered, and I took my time to decide. So I'm not expecting to have anything ship until sometime in May. Yeah, this thing is like a wire sponge, and you dip. My understanding is you jam the soldering iron in there, and it takes out. Ian, I want to thank you again for the gift of the fan and the solder. It's very kind of you. You're a good friend. No, I solder with my left hand. I'm left-handed, solder left-handed. But I do all kinds of things in weird orders, like I'm using these pincers or whatever you call them. Right-handed. I use scissors right-handed. But soldering kind of feels like a similar skill to using a pen, so. From Sanskar, I want to say thank you. I listen to Cortex on a daily basis, and it's amazing. Love the keyboard streams. Thank you so much. For you, Sam. Oh. Yeah, no, pincers is the wrong word, huh? I couldn't think of the word. I have obviously considered doing a keyboard podcast in the same way I considered doing podcasts about all of my hobbies, but decided I was purposefully not going to do it, and I would reserve it all for streaming. Snippy boys. Yeah, the snippers. Ah, yes, this is much better. This top row. Much better job. Good advice. Much cleaner. None of those big footballs like this one. My Max says our granddad was ambidextrous and would maintain that he was neither left nor right-handed, but instead each hand was equally incapable. Yes, I can understand that. Cortex hoodies, they are oversized. I don't really feel like they're oversized. They feel pretty fair in size to me. Like, I have a large one and it feels like it fits me just kind of how a large hoodie would fit me. I would recommend ordering to your size. I think that the webpage has sizing info on it though. Which, by the way, if you haven't already, you should check out the Subtle Notebook at cortexmerch.com. Brand new product. Thank you, Petrus. It is a regular notebook based on the work of the Theme System Journal. Very pleased with it. I've been using mine for a few weeks. We're making waves, making moves over at Cortex brand. We've got some stuff coming, lots of plans. I will be excited to see what you think of it, Chris. They probably will start arriving with people in the next couple of days, if you're in the US at least. I know they started shipping them out yesterday, so. It's always very fun for me when the first ones start arriving with people. It's when it feels like a real thing. Instantiate this. Thank you for the sub. 2 months. Stuck in traffic, watching in the car. I do not condone driving and soldering. Don't solder and drive, people. Oh, Aknoth. The bulk of the episode is about Grace streaming, so you have that to look forward to. This one didn't go very well. Okay, just two more. I am in Mega Studio. Great. Okay. We'll get to more of that stuff about Cortex brand in the future. Listener, I've connected on Cortex since the beginning. It's just us finally pushing over the edge to order a mechanical keyboard of Mission Beep unconnected. Oh, what keyboard did you get? I don't think Gray's ever watched any of these live streams. If he has, he hasn't told me. But that also seems like something he would do, would be to watch and not tell me. So who knows? I am soldering diodes. I had the GM&K pre-order as well as the car. I like the GM&K Pro. Is it perfect? No. Is it good value for like 160 bucks or whatever it is? Yes. Polycarbonate plate is my choice over the aluminium plate. I found the aluminium plate to be quite pingy sounding. forgot one. Great. Back to the old snippers. Now it's dried, I can more cleanly see the flux. That it looks like it burns, but it's actually just like a clear liquid. So I guess that's mixed in with the solder, right? And then for some reason for that USB port, I need to apply just the liquid to it. Much nicer. It's the third row. I just did much more consistent. Yeah, Ian told me about this keyboard. It was our commiseration for not getting a Satisfaction 75. So we both ordered these. Oh, I've missed two here. Obviously, incredibly different to the Satisfaction 75 in overall quality. The commiseration 75 is a beautiful way to put it. I don't have a brief overview of the steps needed to build this keyboard. I'm kind of honestly just trying to work it out as I go along based on some very shaky just instructions that are just images. So I'm starting by just putting all the diodes in. This is the diodes connect to the switches, so they'll tell the chip. What switches have been pressed, and then there's just like a bunch of other stuff that I don't fully understand. Terrence, we have Satisfaction 75 at home. Satisfaction 75. It's this. Future Funk is delayed a little bit more, but apparently should still be shipping out from GMK in May. So I reckon I'll get it in June based on the current delays. But this has come from the designer and from GMK and from the key company now, so we'll see. One's standing up a bit. I mean, if I can actually get this board assembled and it works, it will be quite, I will consider it quite an accomplishment. I'm confident I can do it, though, if that makes sense. I know those two things maybe don't go hand in hand. I'm confident that I can do it, provided that I don't destroy one of the components at some point, which I do also see as a possibility. I do love the flexibility of this camera now that I can actually zoom in on things. What board do you have your GAT inks ready for, Terrence? Yeah, I figured I could probably replace parts. But, so that's good to know. If I do destroy anything, I can just get it out, get a replacement, start again. Oh, the Discipline 65. Where did you order it from? Was that a group buy? Oh, I've seen Milmac sockets. No way. Seems like a level of punishment. Mil-Max sockets are these tiny little sockets that you can put on the back of a solderable only PCB to turn it into a hot swap PCB. And I've seen streams of people doing that process, and it seems like an absolute ton of work. Oh, you just been a delay because there was a lot of people ordering. I just had a moment there where I was struggling to remember what day it was for some reason. But it's Friday, of course. I've had a strange week when it comes to like keeping track of where I've been. It's actually a strange 2 weeks, really, of trying to keep track of the days. Yeah, like I streamed on Tuesday, Cortex came out on Thursday. It's all weird. Last week was just all over the place. And then I'm also recording Upgrade again with Jason tomorrow, which is only adding to the confusion in my mind. What are you showing me there, Sam? Oh, case for the LCK75. That looks nice, actually. We'll see. I think I'm kind of drawn to the weird look of it. Thank you, Jazz. Good work with the interview with Apple on Upgrade. We're a couple of mad lads. Jason can't make Monday, so we're recording Saturday. Oh, Ian, you were thinking I might have jinxed myself with the edit, huh? I actually didn't do a final listen through. I thought about it, but I didn't do it. I was very aware of the fact that I could have jinxed myself. Yeah, this keyboard has an OLED screen, as well as a rotary encoder. It's got the works. feel like this fan should be here. That's better. So I'll say, don't use this as an example of whether you want to get a solderable board, because the amount of work that is done on this board is not typical for a regular soldered board. You're usually just soldering the switches in. You're not doing all the diodes and everything. This is like a full-on, here's all the parts, go wild kind of project. I'm not really sure what to use the screen for. We'll find out. I've seen some people have got these little things you can put out to give you like word per minute counts and stuff. Oh yeah, this is the best way to put the fan right in front of me. I know it looks weird on the camera, but it's now picking up the fumes properly the whole way through. Yeah, I would like to put the bongo count on it. I know what you're saying, Jazz, about if you know, if you're gonna solder switches in, you've already got to like those switches. I'm actually doing something funny with this board. I'm gonna put in some switches that I only kind of like on this board. Like, they're okay, but I'm not like super excited about them. Because otherwise I'm not really gonna use them, so I've decided to commit them to this board. It's the Zelio switches will be finding their way to this board. It's too light of a tactile switch for me. I like a bit more of a bump than they have. I know they're very popular, so I was surprised that they didn't blow me away, but they really didn't. Switch that has blown me away is the U4T from the Gazubaba U4T. U4 number 4 letter T. That's the kind of, like, I think I like more of a thock in my tactile. Ooh, that's an interesting thought, George. That maybe you find Zelios are more tactile than your Kiwis? No. The T stands for tactile. Or thocky, actually. No, it stands for thock. Because the U4 is usually a silent. Wow, I find the Kiwis to be more tactile than the Zelios. Ow. Boba's aware it's at. I'm in Boba Club. Don't think I've used a clicky switch. I'm not really sure. I need that for myself. I am more of a keyboard feel person than a keyboard sound person. Yeah, you're probably going to be waiting a while to buy Kiwis. They had a manufacturing defect, which they need to now, they're going to be replacing all of the Kiwis that were purchased in the last round. So they've got to fix the defect, replace those, before they can put them back on sale again. I am planning on playing Pokemon Snap. I am. Yeah, it's a new version of the Safari-like game where you would just go around and take pictures of these Pokemon in like a Safari environment. It was an N64 game, and they've made a new version for the Switch. Looks pretty chill. I don't have a Switch Lite. I play my Switch exclusively in docked mode, which the Lite doesn't do. I'm very pleased that I was able to pick up a GPU this year. It would have really sucked otherwise. I'm Trying to get this PC built for streaming. Same, Ian. I was like also thinking like, oh yeah, man, Cyberpunk, gonna go for it, and we'll see how that went. I never actually played it. I bought it on PlayStation and took advantage of the PlayStation return. It just seemed like it was pointless to try and think about playing it on PlayStation. I saw a report from Bloomberg today that the managers, like the higher ups at CD Projekt Red on that team, got like millions of dollars in bonuses, and I just don't understand how. When there were reports of a lot of the people on the teams getting smaller bonuses because of the poor sales and reception of the game. Well, I know how, but I just can't believe it. Although, of course, I can believe it also, but you know what I'm saying. This is a kit. I bought this kit. I have not got the skills to design my own PCBs. It's called the LCK75. Thanks for all the follows, subs, prime subs today, everybody, as always. Maybe with round 2 they could actually make a build guide. The streams kind of, they differ depending on the project or the time that I have. Like a lot of the time, I don't know, they may be around 90 minutes or so, but if I'm doing a bigger project, they can be longer. Like what have we been in 2 hours so far today? I'm surprised it's taken 2 hours to get to where I am. But there isn't a guide, but there's some images on the Discord, which I guess I just kind of have to follow. Thank you, Ballad Audio. I do remain frustrated that even if I wanted to put the time in today, I couldn't finish it. Or even get it to a phase where I can test it. That's the thing that bugs me the most. I really wanted today to be able to get the board to a point where I could test that it worked, and then we'll come back on another stream and then, you know, pull the switches in and do that whole thing. Just a slight injury to the finger, nothing to worry about. It does have an OLED screen mode, which is cute, I think. Ooh, under the nail cuts, so they are a thing. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Countdowns to WWDC. I like that idea. Oh. Should put them in. Yeah, I like countdowns in general, so that could be a fun thing to do. I look forward to my next countdown. Like I make Widgetsmith countdowns. I haven't had one for a little while. But I will make one soon, hopefully for first the day of my first vaccination, then the day of my second vaccination, or shot, I should say, and then, or jab, we call them jabs here, and then also the day when I will be fully clear from the vaccination. I look forward to those. Okay. Good work on that then, Ian. Okay. That is all the diodes. So what next? What should we tackle next? So, if I go back to those images, should do the diodes at the top, right? They're the ones that are the specific colors. Now, some of these are labeled. You see that? I don't really know what that means. Right? Mine is like a backwards 1.5, 10, 5.1. Just the color matching. Alright, so I'll show you what I'm using. So I'll put this so it's 3 blue, 2 yellow, 2 blue. Do they have directions on them? Kinda looks like they might. No direction? Sweet. What do you mean just match the stripes? Do they have different stripes? Oh my gosh. I guess they kind of do, huh? Oh my god. Alright, let me... I want to work this out once, so let me get these ready and I'm going to put them in. We're playing on hard mode today. So it's direction agnostic, but slight color variation. Why don't we just use different colors? Why it's like blue with brown and black stripes, but this one has 2 stripes. So R1 and R2, the bottom 2, should be blue and have a green stripe on the edge. Oh, that's one with a green stripe. That's one with a green stripe. But like, why not make like large differences? Right, see the green? I think you can only kind of see the green, but there is green. And the ones with the green go on, what is it, R1, no, R2, oh my god, R1 and R2. Noah Morrison, thank you. But they don't matter what direction, right? I can put these any direction. Sweet. Now these other blue ones, they looks like there's like stripe variations on them in the imagery. Oh god, are they different? Oh my god. Okay, so R1 is brown, brown, black, green, brown. Brown, brown, black, green, brown. Wait. Oh boy. R1 is brown, brown, black, green, brown. Brown, brown, black, brown, green. Brown, brown, black, brown, green. Brown, black, green, brown. Yeah, this one. Brown, brown, black, green, brown. So that's in R1. Oh, I'm so stupid. They had labeled them. I'm such an idiot. Look, you probably can't see this. In the middle, it's like 1.5, 5.1, 10, 1. They had labeled them. These labels, that's what the numbers meant. Big F's in the chat. All right, so now we have to try and reconstruct it from this image. So we went with brown, brown, black, green, brown, right? In R1. And then 2 is green, brown, black, brown, brown. Green, brown, black, brown, brown, and R2. I love it. We were like, oh, what could these labels mean? They don't mean nothing. We could put them wherever we want. We were wrong. Post the photo, we'll tell you which is which. Oh, God. I think I've got this right. I'm pretty sure I got it right. I don't know if anyone wants to try and check me here, even if it's possible to do. Probably can't see it, so. Oh my gosh, Ian. Okay, thank you. Alright. Round R1. Brown, brown, black, green, brown. R2. Brown, brown, black, brown, green. And we decided it could go either way around, right? Go to 5. Brown, brown, black, brown, green. 6. Brown, brown, black, black, brown, yeah. Brown, brown, black, black, brown. R7. Brown, green, black, brown, brown. Yes. I got them right. So for 3 and 4, I think it's actually gold, black, green, purple. That's how it looks. But I think they're both the same anyway, so. There's only 2 of these, and they were. I saw the label said 75 on it. Man, I can't believe that they labeled it, and I just ignored the labels. I even made fun of the labels. Jesterus, thank you for hanging out. I'll think about getting something like a multimeter if I'm doing stuff like this again. This is tricky. Oh, sorry. I had to really kind of get in over that one. Okay. So there's our beautiful problematic resistors. Okay, which part next? We'll go with these little orange guys. Now it says Z on them. Oh yeah, Z1, Z2. Labeling again, very good. And it looks like the black parts of these go towards the top. Yeah. So the image suggests that the black parts go towards the top. I'm assuming that's the case. I have big hands but rather slender fingers, which is a very weird thing to say, but so I don't really feel like I'm getting in my own way too much. two different types of blue guys. I don't know why. Naha Morrison, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I can't see where these would go. Yeah, they are labeled 22. This is 22PF here, and these say 22J on them. Whatever that means. Okay, the ones with the wider legs, they go here on the controller. Alright, sweet. Thank you. This is amazing. I'm so happy to have you all here because I would be so lost. Surprisingly difficult to get the tape off.
This is the end of side 1 of this record. Please now turn it over for the second side. This is the second side.
Okay, leave these for now. I'll just take them out. Oops. Okay, with the LED, it looks like there is an orientation for it, and one of the legs is shorter than the other. Oh, Petrus, why would you do this? You want to see your desk mat, all the pain you put me through? You want to see it in full view, huh? Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the chat, so I didn't solder on anything. So we're just going to have to hope that it survives, and if it doesn't survive, we blame Petrus. Yeah, I'm not bitter or anything. Right. 2 hours, 41 minutes. No wonder I'm feeling tired. Okay. So we were talking about the LED. Now, what I've got here, there is a square and a circle. Plus equals long leg, but which one of the square and circle is plus? Square equals short leg. I'm so happy to have you all here. So, like this. Boop. And so similarly with this little guy, would I be doing it like this with the long leg in the plus section? Right? Long leg, positive. Woo. I don't actually think it does say which side is positive. I don't see it. But I'm gonna go with that. It also matches the image. That's beautiful, Petrus. Every side's positive when you have a good attitude. Very inspirational stuff. Now, this yellow thing. Does this have a specific orientation? It looks like from the imagery, it's just the writing is up, facing up. It seems to go in here. Cool. Yeah, it's a fuse. It says fuse. What is this little guy? Oh, is it pins for the OLED? Related to the OLED? Goes in here. Alright, I just put it in here. Like that. Do I put it? May never end up using it, fair enough. And these two, are they different in any way? They don't look different to me. They're just like two simple switches. Wonderful. And this is no joke. I'm getting my soldering legs back today. One is says reset and one says boot. Just dead silence when I do this. Okay. That's looking pretty good. That's a little wonky, but we don't have to worry about that. So what, I guess I should put the seat for the microcontroller in. Now, tell me though, is this just regular soldering for this chip carrier? Make sure you align the cutouts. What does that mean? Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, I see. Look. So there's a shape on the board, and there's a little notch in the chip cutout thing. So it would just go in like this. This has got that like staggered fitting thing, I think. After I've used these before, they take a bit of cajoling. Whoops, one of the pins popped out. No bueno, no bueno. Okay, tweezer time. Oh, come on. Oh, they're all falling out on me. Don't treat me this way. Let's try that again. In one. Perfect. It's interesting to have a chip carrier that you solder to the board, and then you can put, I guess you can replace the chip more easily. I haven't had experience of doing something like that yet. With the macro pads that I've built, you just solder the chip right to the board. So it's a smarter method. Oh, okay, well, that was good. Definitely good advice that I didn't see until it was too late. But yes, it's a learning experience, right? Yeah, I will have an incredible. My Polycom will be Something to behold. Okay. So now I can put these guys in. Yep, doing good. Definitely feeling like I've been doing this for 3 hours, but I need to fill that up, so. No hydration. Jeez, just burnt myself a little. It's not bad to go in though. Alright, cool. I'll leave the OLED until I can do the USB-C. So really, I think I've done all I can do today. Until I get the flux. Which I'm so bummed about. We would have been able to test it today. This is as far as we've gotten. All the diodes and all the parts. The chip could just go in here. We're going to put the OLED on, the USB on. And then switches in. So like it's one of those things where I feel like, oh, that went fine. But there could be something horrifically broken in here and I just don't know about it yet. I'm happy with the progress that we made. It is a really good looking PCB. So I think we're done for today, gang. Ian, thank you for the bits. I want to thank you all for hanging out too, providing moral support, technical support. Couldn't have done it without all of your help. Like, literally would not have been able to do it. Instantiate this, thank you for the bits. And I definitely would have tried to solder the USB port on, because I would have gotten impatient, so. We will finish this next time. Probably next Friday. Maybe I'll stream before then. I don't know. Again, it depends how impatient I am. I feel like I'm going to want to finish this. I may at least do a stream where I finish what we started today, but Hunter Kasaka, thank you for the bits too. It's very kind. Yeah, I see a possibility that I might get impatient and at least finish the putting the USB port and stuff on. But no promises. I'll tweet about that if I do stream before then. Because it's gonna be real difficult to know, like to wait a week to know if the 3 hours we spent today was actually worthwhile. Instantiate this is gifted a tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, everybody. As always, I hope that you have a lovely weekend ahead of you. Yeah, so it might be that the next stream is just a couple of other fiddly bits, and then the stream after that, it's basically a regular full keyboard build. We'll be putting the switches in, the whole 9 yards. I haven't done stabilizers for this yet. So, all that normal stuff is still to come. Okay, well, is this cold yet? Yeah, will this live? We'll find out. Chris Niles, thank you for the bits as well. There's our beautiful child. Oh, that's freaking that camera out big time. Okay, gang. Have a wonderful weekend. Catch you next time. Goodbye now. Oh, wait, hang on. Is there anybody live that Yeah, let's raid Kate. We're gonna raid Kate. Okay, get ready for the raid, everybody. Just a few seconds. Be kind. Okay, bye-bye.